We are back for another TTD. And on this edition, I'm bringing you the baits you need to be throwing right now. Right now? Yes, right now. Folks, thanks for tuning in to another TTD with me, Devin Banks, here in the Bass Basement. Before we get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you know every time I bring you a new video. All right, folks, so the baits that you need to be throwing right now are real simple. The majority of the country is going through that real funky pattern of we got spawning and post-spawn, and right after the spawning, we have what? We have the Shad Spawn, and also we have fry garters. So what we have going on here is a good shallow bite. And the baits that I'm going to present to you are baits that I use to capitalize on that bite to get them in the boat. First one's up. This is the Bullet Pop 70 by Berkley. The colors that I love to throw are bone and ghost bluegill. Bass can't stand a bluegill by their bed, and this is a subtle bait that I can just use with a real short popping action to keep that bait in the strike zone. And bone, I can see this from a long distance as I cast, but real easy to walk, real easy to pop. That's why they call it the Bullet Pop 70. And that 70 millimeter bait right here is a bait that is right at the size you need to match the hatch and get them in the boat. Super sharp, sticky Fusion 19 hooks. Bullet Pop 70 is one of the first baits that I throw early in the morning and during the day of low light conditions when I'm capitalizing on that shallow bite. There you go right there, folks. Bullet Pop 70. Another topwater that allows me to capitalize on that Shad Spawn and those fry garters is the Chopo 90 by Berkley. This bait right here with that blade in the back hovering over those fish really gets some real vicious strikes. I can start and stop this bait. I can walk the dog with this bait or do a straight retrieve. As I start and stop this bait, I'm starting and stopping it around cover, lily pads, stumps, laydowns, things of that nature where those fish have a bed, but I really visually can't see them. So those type of areas is where I'm going to throw this Chopo 90 and where it's going to shine. This is the bone color. I love being able to see this from long distances when I make a cast, but also I like that ghost bluegill because once again, the bass can't stand bluegill around their beds. So early in the morning, Shad Spawn, fry garters, I want to cause a lot of commotion on the water to get those strikes. I go with the Chopo 90. Let's talk subsurface. When I know there's fish in the area, but they're really not committing to that top water bite, I want to go with a 4.3 or 3.8 Berkley Power Swimmer with a Fusion 19 4-aught swim bait hook. And this is the bait right here. I want to match the hatch, and I want to throw a real subtle swim bait through those same areas, that sparse vegetation around boat docks, around stumps, around laydowns, anywhere I think that they're spawning or they're fry guarding or I see that shad popping. That's where I want to throw this bait to capitalize on that morning bite and get them in the boat. And throughout the day as well, if I know I can come back in those areas and I got them on top that morning, I can come back with this subtle swim bait and get an extra bite or two with the Berkley Power Swimmer. Last but not least, I'm going real finesse with that subsurface bite. Now I'm gonna get a 3-aught Fusion 19 swim bait hook, and I'm gonna pair that with the Berkley hollow belly swim bait. And this lifelike boot tail bait gets a lot of bites, and you can get them in the boat. Very durable, but they brought it back a couple years ago, and I was so thankful that they did because this is a fish catching machine. I can throw this bait in all types of vegetation and cover along riprap to get those bites, and not just during that early morning Shad Spawn and that fry garden bite, but throughout the day as well, because this is just a mere morsel in which they love to hone in and bite right there. The Berkley hollow belly swim bait. This is tried and true, been out for years, and this is nothing but straight up money. Well, there you have it, folks. That's today's TTD coming to you with the baits you need to be throwing right now with the spawn, post spawn, shad spawn. Get to fishing and use these baits to get some fish in the boat, no doubt about it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And you already know what I want you to do. Hit that bell.